Hey everybody, it is Monday. It is Labor Day, September 6th, 2021. Thank you for joining me. Many people are calling today, besides Labor Day, they're calling it a purposeful smackdown or purposeful slap in the face, for lack of a better term, for all of the millions of people that are losing the supplemental unemployment benefits today. So today we're going to talk about the magnitude of this, how this may be felt in the economy, the labor shortage, minimum wage, and a lot more. Let's go ahead and start right here. CBS News is reporting unemployment cliff looms as 9.1 million Americans set to lose aid by Labor Day. Now, the estimates vary. I've seen 7 million, 9 million. So let's just say 8 million. Either way, it's really, really bad for this many people to be losing these extra benefits all at once. And it's about $300 a week, $1,200 a month. And the question we presented before is, how will this affect the broader economy when $1,200 is taken away from this many people at once, $1,200 a month? You're definitely going to see a drop off. And will it be more people not being able to pay their rent? Will it be just more people not able to spend money or less spending in the economy, which will also have a bigger impact on job losses when people stop spending? All right, we're going to see how it plays out, but let's take a look at some numbers from this article. And the current administration is saying that there are no plans to reevaluate the end of supplementary unemployment benefits. So even though many areas are under restrictions still because of the illness, a lot of parents can't go to work now because their kids are still at home. Thousands of schools are still having remote learning, so that's a big part of the labor shortage, in my opinion. But let's take a look at a section from this article. It talks about a 37-year-old who graduated from Eastern Michigan University with a master's degree in creative writing. She is unemployed. She's preparing to get her last check here in early September, her last supplemental check. But according to what she is saying, having a master's degree is hurting her because she's applying for these jobs that are lower level jobs than what she really qualifies for. And they're not willing to hire her because they're saying she's overqualified, or that she might just quit to get a better job once something better comes along. So people, even with master's degrees, are having a hard time even getting entry level jobs, according to this person right here. And it does make sense that if you're a manager at McDonald's and you want to hire somebody, are you going to hire someone with a master's degree that you know is really overqualified for the job? But then on the other hand, what if there are no jobs for someone who chose a degree in creative writing? Right? So just because you go to school and spend a bunch of money and get a degree, maybe an arts degree, who knows, doesn't mean that there's going to be a job out there available. How many people are going to be left saddled with tens of thousands of dollars of student loan debt, not able to find any job, not even an entry level job? And remember all the talks of the forgiveness of the student loan debt. Well, we really didn't see that on a massive scale. We did see a few select groups get debt forgiven for their college debt. But the broader forgiveness, a lot of people are feeling like they were betrayed because they never got the forgiveness that they thought they were going to get. And now people are in the position and they're asking themselves, people with student loan debt, they're asking themselves, do I go ahead and start paying it, or do I wait for some sort of lifeline, for some new law to be passed to forgive the student loans, right? So a lot of people are in a tough position right now, and they need to decide if they're going to continue to try to pay these loans or just give up and just stop paying them altogether. All right, now let's transition a little bit. This other CBS article caught my eye, and it says here that minimum wage would be $26 if it had grown in line with productivity. And it talks about how the federal minimum wage in the U.S. has remained glued at $7.25 an hour. And this is the longest stretch in the last 12 years without a boost since it was first adopted in 1938. So think about that. Prices rising faster now than what most people alive today have ever experienced, but yet minimum wage is stuck. Now, even if they did raise minimum wage, it's likely not going to fix the problem, because when you have prices rising and runaway inflation, even increases in the minimum wage are not going to fix the problem. So there's the other part of the labor shortage. Who wants to go work for minimum wage when they know it's barely going to pay for your lunch, let alone pay for all the other living expenses, right? Your transportation, energy costs, insurance, housing. And I think a lot of people are checking out. A lot of people are getting more discouraged, and you have a lot more depression out there, a lot more people on antidepressants, a lot more domestic violence situations. Things are getting a lot worse, in my opinion. Some people that are trading the markets are doing pretty good. Some people better than ever before. I talked to a trader friend of mine. He's got a 6-figure year going on already this year from trading, and he said it's his best year. So if you're in the right position, make the right investments, this could be very, very good. But most people are not whiz traders and not able to navigate the markets like some of the better traders are. And if you have a family, if you have things you have to focus your attention on, are you going to be able to sit and trade at a computer and day trade and do some of those things that many of these traders are doing? All right, but back to this, and let's just focus on the headline here. If minimum wage would have kept up with productivity, it would be $26 an hour. So if you're someone that's hoping for the company CEO or hoping for the executives at your employer to make the right decision for you and give you the raise instead of giving the extra money to the CEO or the upper level executives, then you're going to be waiting a long, long time. We've documented here many times how CEO their pace of wage increases, their raises drastically outpace the ground level, the frontline workers. Right? So again, if you're sitting back waiting for your company to do the right thing, to pay you in accordance to productivity, then you're going to be waiting a long, long time. And it's going to be like that meme, still waiting, still waiting, still waiting with the skeleton. But a lot of people are just sitting and waiting for somebody or something to come and save them, waiting for a law to be passed to pay off their debt, waiting for another supplemental unemployment benefit to come out, waiting for their boss to give them a raise. Millions of people, I'm sure, waiting and would love to get universal basic income. But you see what's happening here, and it just seems like what this country has turned into for the most part is people sitting waiting for some sort of aid, payout, or benefit. Many people would say this is what people get for being consumers and not thinking and not planning. Other people say that we're just sheep being herded in this direction and that there's no way out. Either way, things aren't looking so good here when you look at the average U.S. consumer. Right, let's transition right here. An article out of The Gothamist. As federal unemployment benefits end, employers still struggle to fill vacancies, and it shows a picture of a bartender down here. So what do you think? Why are there so many jobs still going unfilled, even as people are losing their benefits? Now, this Labor Day, of course, is the cutoff for millions of people. We'll have to see if some of these open jobs get filled, some of these vacancies get filled up. But I think a lot of it is the situation with the kids that are home from school. Parents can't go to work when they have kids at home. Many working people relied on the schools to be their daycare during the time when they were at the job. So that's a part of it. I also think the illness is still having a big impact on people's decision to go back. A lot of people are scared. That's the bottom line. But I think a big part of this that nobody's talking about is just discouragement. People are tired of working, barely scraping by. They see prices rising. They see the stock market rising. They see the ultra wealthy getting wealthier now, even faster now than any time in history. And I think a lot of it's just discouragement. I'd like to hear from you. What do you think? Please let me know down in the comments. Hope you're doing well today. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Hope it's a happy Labor Day for you. Stay well, stay safe, keep stacking, stay positive. Bye for now, everybody.